Good morning, loves. I am spontaneously jumping on. I think I always spontaneously jump on to give you guys, what is with that? What's that? Some wild hair, don't care going on. To give you some Wednesday morning, I guess it's kind of midday some places, a little bit of lovin'. What is happening in your world this morning? And how are you navigating all of the stuff that's going on cosmically, whether you really buy into that stuff or not? There is a lot of retrograde happening right now. And one of my clients was joking, Dan Fishman! I love you, Dan Fishman. One of my clients was joking the other day about, instead of saying Mercury's in retrograde, that he and his friends were saying, the moon is in Gatorade. That's why, because the moon is in Gatorade. So there's a lot of wonky stuff going on right now, and I've talked to a couple of my really close besties, and for me, those are people who are deeply connected with themselves, deeply connected to source energy or divine or God or Mother Spirit, whatever you want to call it, whatever works for you, and we are deeply connected to one another. That is my magic formula. So that's what's happening for me. Good morning, Jeffrey Phillips. So I've been talking to these people, and what we've all been noticing is kind of this malaise, this sort of lethargy, this, is it boredom? I called it boredom one day, and then I called it lack of motivation one day, and I just noticed that when my client, who I'm supposed to have a 11 o'clock with, has been missing, and so it seems like everything is kind of lagging a little bit, and sorry, now I'm going to tell her to give me a minute. So it feels like things are sort of lagging. They're sort of slow. There's this heaviness. Hey, Cindy, good morning, darling. And I'm just wondering if you're noticing that. The first day that I noticed it in myself, it was super frustrating. I labeled it boredom. I just kind of couldn't get motivated. And then in the morning, I realized it was motivation. And this may sound super woo-woo to some of you guys. Mars is the planet of like doing and getting things done. And Mars is closest to the Earth than it, I think, ever has been or has been in a gajillion years or some nonsense like that. And it's in retrograde. So if Mars is the motivator, the doer planet, and it's going backwards, I'm kind of like, hey, yeah, no wonder. And there's just something about that that allows me, that and the connection with others and realizing that other people are kind of having the same experience, that allows me to be a little more gentle with myself, right? Just a little more loving and kind and gentle with myself. It helps me to understand what's going on in the world. And again, you guys who have followed me for a while and pay attention to my themes and what I'm often talking about, it's about practicing non-resistance. So how can I simultaneously notice that I'm not feeling motivated, even though I'm super excited about what's going on in my life? I mean, you guys, my life is killer exciting. And I have space in my life for new clients, which is really exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing who the universe is going to bring my way. There's space in the self-love coaching group for people to jump on, and I'm super excited to see who's going to jump into that group. My dear friend Leslie and I are planning something so delicious for 2019, and it's just a coming. Beautiful Brian Thornton. Hi, sweetheart. I love you. I miss you. Let me know if you're coming to Austin anytime soon. So there's lots of juiciness that's happening in my life, and still I'm feeling this heaviness and this lack of motivation, and I don't particularly like it. I really don't. I wake up every day noticing what I'm feeling with no judgment or criticism, just noticing, and then I decide what I desire to feel. And I generally desire to feel purposeful and bountiful and wealthy and wise and productive and in the flow of what it is that divinity would have me do. My favorite word, my favorite Hebrew word is hineni. And hineni means here I am to be of service before I even know what you're going to ask of me. I say yes. Oh, how gorgeous is that? How much of that can I really be doing if I'm feeling unmotivated? Not a lot, right? And still, there's something about the noticing and the, okay, that's all right. Remembering one of the pearls in my toolbox is nothing is permanent. Everything passes. One of my teachers says, actually one of my really good friends says, life is 50% shit and 50% great. Wait 5 minutes, it's gonna change, right? So when I'm in the places where I feel a lack of energy or I feel unmotivated or whatever's going on, I just notice it and allow it. There's something about just allowing it, keeping my hands open and allowing it instead of like either balling up my fists to fight it in resistance or to clutch it so that it won't go away. To live my life with my hands wide open really truly allows things to come and go much more quickly, right? There's a fluidity and a femininity and an ease to my way of being that just makes things so much more lovely, just so much more lovely. So I'm going to jump on with my client now, who is a little bit late because I'm guessing maybe she was feeling some of what I've been feeling. And this is a little bit of Wednesday morning lovin' for you guys. I love you. Let me know what's happening in your life. And as always, let me know how you would finish the sentence. I love myself. And so today let me know. Big love.